What's good, YouTube? Just want to show y'all something, man. I ain't gonna pull this out the box. It's brand new. It's a laptop. But a dude made an order, right? Now, this for like Instacart delivery drivers and stuff like that, so y'all know. This a $500 Chromebook. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I get there, and I asked the dude, I said, you got ID? First of all, the address he sent me to, he ain't even come out of it. He came from around the corner somewhere, wearing all black and got a mask over his face. So I'm like, hold up. I'm like, nah, this don't seem right. I'm like, you got your ID? I already texted him and told him to bring his ID. So I'm like, you got your ID? He like, nah, I left it in my car. I'm like, well, I can't get this to you. First thing he says, oh, he get on his phone. I'm like, look, you're going to have to call Instacart. I'm going to have to take this back to the store or whatever the case is. And, of course, I'm like, you think they just going to tell me to hand over to you something that you just, allegedly paid $500 for? He said, I only paid $200 for it. He showed me how much he paid on, I guess, whatever app he was using. But at the same time, you still have to show some type of identification. They're not just going to let me hand this shit over to you. That would be like, you know, just giving anybody the right to scam them and them go bankrupt in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's the equivalent. Basically, you know, if I could just hand some shit over to somebody and they ain't got to show me no identification or nothing, and it's worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, then you might as well just bankrupt Instacart in one day. Everybody would be able to do it. So, you know, I pull off, I stopped at the gas station. So now I'm on the chat with Instacart because I couldn't talk to them or whatever the case is. Something up with their phones. But make a long story short, I told them the situation, and they basically said, all right, we're going to send you a return label so I can take it back to the store. He sent me a message talking about, you on some bullshit. How am I on some bullshit? So basically, you want me to just give you this shit. I can't close the order out unless I scan your ID. So I still have to contact Instacart, and that's what they're going to tell me to do, not give it to you and take it back to the store. Now, I'm running the risk of you probably having a gun or some shit like that and just saying, all right, well, you know, basically, I'm not going to give it to you. You can just pull a gun out, and if I don't give it to you, you fuck around and try to shoot me. I ain't got time for that. I got shot at before trying to sell an iPhone. You know, try to leave the streets alone and do the right thing. And a little, like 15 or 16-year-old boy, I gave the phone to him outside of Wendy's. We was standing by, you know, to do the transaction. And he went to take off with the phone. He took off running. So me and my little brother start chasing behind him. And what's crazy is he went in his inside pocket. I didn't think he had a gun. That little motherfucker did have a gun. And he let one go. He ain't shoot more than once, but he shot once at me. I don't know where the fuck the bullet went. I thought I was hit. It ain't funny, but yeah, man, that's what happened. And you know, eventually they caught the little nigga, you know. And only how they caught him was because the cameras outside of Wendy's. They wouldn't have never caught him. He robbed like 6 people prior to the shit that happened with me, because he'll send you to this happened in East Orange by East Orange General, the hospital up there, East Orange, New Jersey. He'll send them around the corner by the school, by the hospital, and he'll catch him over there, and then he'll take whatever he got. So the cops, when they called me and shit and told me they detained him, they like, yeah, he was taking people's sneakers and everything. We found like 6 phones, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, they kept trying to subpoena me to come in there to testify against him. I'm not doing it. You know, so little bro that was with me, his grandmother kept calling me like, Mike, can you please go down there? So we finally went down there, and I told the cop, I said, I'm not gonna say he did it, you know, whatever the case is. And you know, if I had to go in the courtroom, I'm gonna just say he didn't do it. I said, hopefully he learned this lesson. He got his mother coming to court. She on an oxygen tank. She ain't even get to court yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, I guess they went back into the courtroom and made him think I was gonna come in there and testify against him, and he copped out to go down Jamesburg. That's like a little youth camp or youth prison for them, for the kids, or whatever the case is. I think he went down there for like 18 months. But like, the thing is, you can't take no chances. That's my whole point. You know, especially when you're making deliveries for these companies, and there need to be some protections in place, some type of life insurance package to where you encounter a situation like that. I got a $500 laptop that, you know, this guy know he probably trying to scam to get it. I mean, you know, he got the accounts or whatever he used to get it. It's paid for and everything. But the thing is, the last part of it, of showing me his ID, he can't do that. So I can't give him the laptop, and I have to return it. But, you know, what's stopping him from having a gun on him? He came outside in all black with a mask over his face, for one. Like I said, I don't know what he had in his coat pocket. He could have had a gun, but I wasn't letting him get close enough to me to even, you know, to show me he had one. I seen him go in his pocket at that. A few times after I seen him put his hand in his pocket, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not about to play with this guy. Because if he do pull out a gun, I'll give it to him. But then that's going to turn into a homicide on my end, because I'm coming back to get his ass. That's what's going to wind up happening, you know? But, you know, the stay clear, stuff like that, if they don't come out of the address that they have on